Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. It's finished at Anfield. It's finished Liverpool 2, Villa 1. I'm joined by Gini. How are we doing, mate?
Absolutely brilliant. I'm buzzing. I've not celebrated a goal like that this year. And look, now we put the pressure on Chelsea. We're now in fourth for now. So, yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine. A couple of comments here, DC and Typical Gamer. Big up to yourselves in the chat. RJ saying, bit lucky, not going to lie, but sometimes it just needs that little bit of luck, especially when you're in bad form at home and you need to get the win. A bit of luck always helps. Everyone share the stream. Absolutely. Make sure you've liked the video. Subscribe to the channel with notifications on. And make sure that you do share the stream, absolutely. But obviously, briefly, to talk about the game. The first half, you had a lot of the possession, and then Ollie Watkins hit. Right, Ollie Watkins, you allow him into the game. You allow him to get that goal. At that point, you must be thinking, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" Like, what were your thoughts when that first goal from Ollie Watkins went in?
Them exact words, mate. Typical Liverpool this season. Villa was awful at first half. They were sloppy in possession, gave us so many chances. Salah missed a one-on-one, which he should be scoring. And then Watkins goes up the other end, gets that one sniff that he's that player. He's a brilliant player. And it's an Alisson mistake again for me. I pointed it out in the analysis show. Alisson he doesn't go down with his feet. I think if he stuck a leg out, he could have saved it. The keepers nowadays are too focused on saving it with their hands. But and it's just that we dominated the first half and they've gone up the other end and scored. I think that was the first attempt on goal in the first half. So yeah, it was a shame. But luckily we had the mentality.
You were right in terms of it. You dominated the game. You had the possession, and then it was just a little bit of concentration, just a little bit of just sloppy play from Liverpool in respects to allow that. If you go in at 0-0, then that's a bit easier for Klopp to be like, right, boys, we're doing the right things. Firmino with a fairly good chance. Obviously, it did go wide, but that's the sort of Firmino you want to see. But he does need to sort out his goal conversions, doesn't he?
Which one's this? Sorry.
You know, in the first half where he had that shot, but it was about that far wide.
Are you talking about the Salah one?
No, Firmino. You remember in the first half, Firmino had a shot, and he dragged it just wide.
Was it a bit far out?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Edge of the box.
Yes. Yeah, now I know. Yeah, I thought Bobby was brilliant today. I thought he was one of our best players. It was the original Bobby from old, getting the ball in, dropping in deep, playing through the lines and gaps of Aston Villa. So I really like that Bobby Firmino performance. He hasn't got that finishing. He never really has done. It's something he needs to improve on, but it's a bit too late on his career to probably improve on now. So, yeah.
His link-up play was good, though. He did link up, worked very well with Jota and Salah. Is this the sort of front three you want to see against Real Madrid? Because it looked very good, and to be fair, Mane looked like he had an impact when he came off the pitch. Less so, because with Mane, he seems to be having the sort of things when he's coming off the bench, not when he's starting. So he's more effective. So do you want to see Jota, Firmino and Salah, because we haven't really seen that combination too much?
I'd love to see a 4. I'd like to see the same as that last half an hour against Arsenal, that all 4 would go on, just drop Bobby a bit deeper, let Salah play up front, push Mane on the right. Then Bobby can press the likes of Modric and Kroos, which we didn't do Tuesday night at all. Obviously, I mentioned that in my analysis. Yeah. That's not what we did. So, yeah, I'd like to see 4, but if Klopp sticks with what we know he's probably going to do, which is Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Thiago, then that's a 3 I'd like to see, because I don't know why I would change it.
Yeah, no, I'd totally agree. It did look quite good. Obviously, after half-time, Salah comes on. Well, don't come on, but he starts to impact the game a bit more, gets that first goal. how crucial was it to get that early in the second half as well? It wasn't like you were waiting around 60th, 70th minute for that first goal. We got it early, sort of straight after half time. How important was that to getting the win?
Yeah, it was massive. I don't really want. I'm sick of going into them, but we got robbed in the one just before half time. That for me, it's a perfectly good goal. But yeah, it showed mentality to get, bring yourselves up from that, because it's got to be shoulder stream when you get a goal from literally centimeters, if that. I don't get that. But yeah, massive. He started on the front foot again. And you've always got to be careful of Villa. They love a big game. They're dangerous on the break, so he had to be conservative as well as go for it. And Salah got that little tap in, which was caused by the good shot from Robertson. So that goal was massive, and it changed the game.
Yeah, and Trent, he's had so many critics, mainly from Southgate. I don't understand why people are criticizing him. He's such a great player, and every young player has bad form, right?
Yeah.
I can't name you one player that has never had bad form in their career. Haaland will go through it. I just can't wait for the meltdown when Haaland, or I think Mbappe's already had one. I can't wait for the meltdown from the football world when Haaland doesn't bag a hat-trick every game. They're going to be like, fuck me, he's shit. Everyone's so reactionary these days. It is pathetic. But Trent, that goal, it looked good all game, to be fair. Very similar sort of to Arsenal. He looked like he wanted to make an effect. He found the front players quite a lot. That free kick was just over the bar.
Yeah.
But then he goes and gets his goal in the second half.
Fantastic performance. It's the Trent from old, the up and down Trent. He created the stat came up on the Sky Sports screen. He created the most chances in the game, and that's the right back. But that's the right back that Trent is. Possibly it's not the one that Southgate likes. Fair enough. But this Trent is what we all know, and haters are going to hate. You've got haters in rivals at every club. But yeah, today it was fantastic. What a way to bounce back. Obviously, the criticism he got from the Real Madrid game, he was at fault for the goal. Racist abuse online, which is just absolutely disgraceful. So it's just, it's just an up yours to everyone that doubts him, because he's a superb talent. And at times he looked like he was a bit like Dallas and Cancelo do for City and Leeds. He dropped in more narrow and played like a right centre mid at times, and interchange there with Wijnaldum. Then Milner would cover, possibly the Trent we could see in the future in centre mid. I'm not sure, but yeah, Trent's superb today. Absolutely fantastic.
God, I wouldn't disagree with that. The one thing is, you should only be worried when I start to give up on Trent, because as that neutral, right, I can be impartial. Like, I've not given up on Greenwood because I know what's there. It's like if Phil Foden goes through a bad patch, I'm not going to give up on him, because I know that inside Phil Foden is a quality player, and Trent is such a good player. But the thing is that the heights he set himself was so goddamn high.
Spot on, yeah.
The minute that he doesn't reach them, which you can't ask someone to do that every single game, week in, week out, every single day, then of course it's going to drop a bit. And especially when the defence has been a bit iffy all season, confidence has been gone by everyone, not just Trent, everyone. But Robbo and Trent are slowly starting to get back into their selves, sort of the old sort of Liverpool, Trent and Robbo. How crucial are these couple of games for Arsenal and Villa for Trent to really now kick on and be like, no, Gareth, you're a cunt. Even if you ask me to come to England, I'm going to shag your wife or something. Like, literally, just be like, if I was Trent, the shit that Gareth had said, if Gareth goes, I'm calling you up, I'll be like, nah, you're all right, thanks. I'll have the summer off. No, I really would. Because I think he would have the backing of every Liverpool fan in the world, because if Trent doesn't go to Euros, that's an entire summer where he can relax.
Yeah.
There's a couple of clubs, United and Liverpool, they're like, don't take our players. Nah. We don't do that. We don't want you doing that. But I mean, obviously Trent probably wouldn't do that. But if I was him, I'd do that. I'd just be like, you know what, Gareth, the shit you said, form, all of that, doubting me. Go do it yourself, mate. Go call up Reece James. No, that's what I'd be doing there.
Yeah. I don't think he's got England too much on his mind, but Southgate was there in the stadium, so he saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
when Trent scored, he seemed to slump in his chair as well, the rat.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was the ultimate fuck you from Trent. Literally, Trent's like, Gareth's in the stands. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna score a worldie from outside the box, and then I'm gonna kiss the Liverpool badge as the ultimate get fucked Gareth. I firmly believe that, but obviously you'll know Trent better than I am. Well, his playing style anyway, not him personally. Unless there's something you're not telling us. But is there sort of remnants from old Trent now, or is this still he's getting there, but he's not quite there?
Look, the Arsenal game and the Villa game today was the Trent from old. You saw the assists, the good crosses that he put in the Arsenal game. Obviously, Chelsea have just scored. Havertz. Well.
Apparently, it could be. Is it 2-0? Daniel saying 2-0.
It is 2-0. Oh, Mason Mount.
No.
Is that Mason Mount? Oh, flip.
Okay, so 2-0. It's currently Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 2. Pulisic with that goal.
Oh, is it Pulisic?
You've got Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic with the 2 goals for Chelsea. It looks like Pulisic. That's the one they were hugging.
Yeah,
but that's Pulisic. That's the one that they were hugging and tapping his head. So I'm presuming Pulisic has got the goal there. We will be live after that game for match reaction there. Tom, I have sent you the link if you do want to come on.
Look, being in the top 4 was good for 40 minutes. So we'll take that as progression for now. 40 minutes will do.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Tom, I have dropped you the link. We won't be doing it for too long, so you might want to hurry up and get on if you are coming on. DC saying goal Havertz. Kenny mentioned something, and we have to talk about it. VAR inconsistent again. Right, talk me through that one.
I am fed up, and it's not just Liverpool. Leeds, not Leeds. Sorry, I've lost my head now. Fulham Wolves yesterday. It's an absolute disgrace. For me, he's onside. He's not even off. But what it looked like when they was doing the lines, and I knew for a fact they were gonna disallow it. It looks like they are trying to purposely find an offside in it somehow. It's like they moved the lines so it suits their agenda. I don't get it because it's like they want this criticism from the world, because if they give it onside, there's no criticism there. Fair enough, it's a tight one. When you're disallowing a goal, it's completely different, and it's crazy that something like that can be disallowed. For me, it needs to be changed now, straight after this game, this game week. Change the rules. If it's that tight, where they don't even know where to put the lines, the benefit should go to the on-field decision. So what the linesmen chose, that's what I think. Obviously, you might think of a better idea being a proper referee, and I'd like to know your thoughts on it. But for me, it's inconsistency, and it's a disgrace, as Kenny put it.
See, I've always said we should do benefit a measurement. So whether that be an inch, 2 inches, centimeters, whatever, but have like that benefit of the doubt, because then it means that these close calls don't happen. But I want it to be a clear offside. I want them to be able to literally go, right, that's where he is. That's where the defender is. There's a distance between the lines. That's what I want. We probably won't get that because we're run by idiots. A couple of comments here. They have scored low. They scored 2. Chelsea are 2-0 up at the moment. And big up to Cahel. I think that's how you say it, or Cafel, something like that. But yes, mate, I do absolutely remember you. Your first stream was an island watch along. But we're joined by Tom as well. Tom, what were your thoughts on the game?
It was a bit reminiscent, especially the end, of the Liverpool last season. That's the first time this season where I've seen us win a game late on with that mentality, where we just keep going. We always find a way. Gutted, in a sense, I'm gutted that it was Trent that scored because, my God, would it have been amazing if Thiago had bagged. But even better that Trent managed to basically say, fuck you, Gareth.
I think it was perfect that Trent scored with the abuse that he's got. I think he was the perfect.
Especially a Gareth in the stands watching.
Yeah.
I do want to discuss Wijnaldum. You know, you know my opinions very well, and it was another Gini Wijnaldum masterclass today by his standards. You know, how many times does he get the ball? And even when it seemed that man could pass backwards in a closed off room, where there's no possible way to, he'll find a way to go backwards. He'll find a way to kill attacks. He's just, when Thiago came on, we just looked so much better. And I've got to be honest, I don't want Wijnaldum anywhere near the starting lineup or the bench for the Real Madrid game. I think our midfield has to be Milner and Thiago.
Milner and Thiago?
Yeah.
So say that again, Tom.
With Fabinho?
Yeah. Milner, Thiago is who I want as the two centre mids against Real Madrid.
Do you want a three-man midfield?
I think we're going to have to, because unless you're going to play all four of them and have Firmino as a midfielder effectively.
Yeah.
But I think
that works.
I think then you're giving too much space. You're going to have mismatches because you can't exactly leave Casemiro for it either.
What if you sort of do Ollie's formation, which is a 4-2-3?
I don't want to play a fucking mank formation. I don't want to play a formation that can't even get them out the Champions League group stages.
Listen to it. So if you play that, you can have Fabinho and Thiago sort of holding, with Fabinho as the DM, Thiago giving a little bit more freedom as a box to box. Then you have Firmino as a cam, because he could do that well easily. I mean, he does it most weeks for Liverpool anyway. With Salah and Mane,
can I just say that when he plays well, he's so good. He's our most important player.
Of course, you could even have Jota and Mane with Salah up top, like top formation that it forces Real Madrid to think, okay, wait, that's a bit more attacking. Like you get them all in. I swear Klopp's done that formation before.
We tried it against City earlier on this year, but he had Jota on the right wing and it didn't work out.
We played a 4-4-2 then, though. We didn't really play a 4-2-3-1.
What I will say about Firmino today is what he has to play ahead of Jota in that striker system for the rest of the season. Because if you're playing Wijnaldum, if you're playing Milner, and you're not playing a midfield two of exactly Keita and Thiago, who can manage a midfield progressively on their own, you need Firmino, who will drop back a bit deeper and progress the ball. Because at times in that first half, you'd always see that link up. And at times against Real Madrid, it just seemed like we were having to punt it long. And we are not going to win many long balls. Firmino will drop in and progress the ball. He'll drive forward. Yes, his finishing's about as good as a bloody wet paper towel. But his progression play is so important for this Liverpool team. It means that Salah and Jota and Mane can stay close to the goal. That's what we need them to do. I just think today he was brilliant. He was brilliant, and he's so harshly done by with that offside goal.
Well, yeah, me and Gini were talking. That's why I said a benefit of the doubt needs to be brought in, because
I don't get why. One thing that I want to say about that, it's the whole Matty Cash thing where he went for the ball but didn't touch it. Why is it that if an offside attacker goes for the ball and doesn't touch it, they're offside? But if a defender doesn't touch it,
I always understood the rules, and me and Dom will go over this on Thursday. But I always assume that if you went to play the ball, then you're affecting play.
Carragher did as well.
That's but Carragher can be a bit dumb as well. Like, so I take my opinion over his, because he can be a bit melodramatic. Sometimes with Carragher, it does feel like I'm watching Liverpool fan TV. It's a bit weird. I'm not dissing him, but he can be a bit, you know what I mean? Like,
he had a very strong reaction to that Firmino touch in the first half, shall we just say?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then him calling out Gary Neville because Gary Neville. So was asked a question.
I think that's not Liverpool. I think that's just between them two.
Yeah, no, I know that, but obviously Neville was asked a question on why you wouldn't take Trent, and to be fair, his reasonings were slightly acceptable. I could believe that Southgate would be thinking of them anyway, right?
Yeah,
and then yeah, and then obviously Carragher overreaction as Carragher always does. A couple of comments from Kenny. AWB is clear. No, they're two different players, for fuck's sake. Right? One is the best attacking wing back of the
Kenny,
in the league.
All I'm going to say
the
is
other.
this,
One minute. So the other one of them is the best attacking wing back of the league. The other one is the best defensive wing back of the league. Yeah, you can't compare them. In fact, if you could mould Wan-Bissaka and Trent into the same player, you'd have the best right back of all time. I have no doubt about that. You just need someone with a bit. Both of them and their positioning could be a bit dodgy. So you just maybe chuck in like Milner's positioning or something because he's quite.
All I want to say on that matter is put your England caps on the table. Where's Wan-Bissaka's England cap?
Well, the fact that Wan-Bissaka hasn't got an England cap already is astonishing. I'm gonna say that as an Englishman, I want Wan-Bissaka in that team. My two right backs, my two right backs would be Trent and Wan-Bissaka. And if Gareth is obsessed with playing this 4-2, this 3-5-2, it was Sauls I think that said it about Wan-Bissaka as the right centre back, covering for Trent defensively, which will affect actually, because there is no one better in a one-on-one situation than Wan-Bissaka. I mean, I swear he was quoted saying, "Yeah, I let them run past me so I can slide them." He loves it. He actually genuinely likes tackling it, and that's what you need from a right back. Kenny saying, "Remember, we're going to win the league." Yeah, well, obviously, City dropping points. City dropping points have maybe brought United back into it. If they win their 2 games in hand, they're 8 points behind behind City. Could they put a title fight on Brighton? Yeah, but if they beat,
that's like a massive game now with context.
Yeah, but if they beat you and win their games in hand and all of that, we could see United maybe trying to slip up City, and with City with all 4 competitions still to concentrate on, maybe this season isn't completely finished in that aspect. I saw on Twitter, you know that Aguero thing. They were like, Bruno Greenwood gets the winner to win United title. That would be, Pep would. I think Pep would just resign. I'd be happy because Greenwood. So you know what I mean. Kenny saying Firmino is shit. Well, that's just rude. He don't get goals. That's the only issue. Wet paper towels are clear. A bit of rivalry there from Kenny. Yes, Liverpool fan reaction here. Me, Trent, you beauty. Yeah, well, we've got 2 of them on the screen as well. Liverpool enjoy 4th whilst it lasted. Yeah, I mean, that was nearly 3-0. That was nearly 3-0 to Chelsea there. Havertz nearly getting his second of the game. But I want to talk about, obviously, Real Madrid. You've got Real Madrid coming up. Can you carry any confidence going into this game? I know, obviously, according to Klopp, you're going to be playing at a real stadium now, which I really don't understand. And Koeman has come out and absolutely blasted Klopp. Because I don't think Klopp understands that the Bernabeu is under construction. They're redoing it and all of that. And whilst there's no fans, that's like the perfect time to do it. But can you carry any confidence into this game at Anfield? You've broken the sort of duck at losing at Anfield. Can you go and win at Anfield against Real Madrid?
I think we can carry a different kind of confidence. You know, the confidence you would have carried from the Arsenal result was a sort of, we can smash teams that are perceived to be at our level. And that's not the kind of confidence we needed. We needed the type of confidence like this. Like, when it's all going against us, like it was today, we just couldn't seem to get that goal. We found a way.
Yeah.
That's the type of confidence we need, because that might well happen against Real Madrid. You know, they're a quality team who can Can I see us getting 2 goals? Yes. But do I see it being an easy ride? God, no. I think it'll be one of the most stressful games of our bloody season.
Yeah, 100%. And Klopp has to not do anything stupid like putting Naby Keita in the starting 11. Like, normally it's Pep that does something weird. This season it was Klopp. Kenny's saying if we win our games in hand, it's like 2012. Look, it's going to be a big task, but I guess it's mathematically possible. It's mathematically possible. I think that's what Bruno said.
For the offside rule, real quick. Would the possibility not just be to leave that to the assistant's call? So, like, have VAR for everything else, but leave offside for the assistant's call?
The FA have got a new toy called VAR. They're not letting assistants have that sort of power again. Jesus Christ!
But then what's the point? What is the point in the assistants then? To tell you where throw-ins go? Referees make that decision anyway.
I have no idea why there's assistants. I've said this before. Me and Dom will most likely talk. Maybe not this week. It will probably be when there's not a fucking bunch of Europa League games coming up. Maybe we'll only have to cover United because Arsenal might go out. But no, it's a big one. But top 4, can you honestly now really push for it now?
Yeah. I've said in my preview, I think I knew this game would be tough. I think we'll drop points here. But look, we showed mentality today. That's 2 good. That's 2. 3 now good wins in the league. Wolves, Arsenal, and Villa. So why not? When Chelsea get their win, we'll be 2 points behind them. West Ham have got a tough game tomorrow in Leicester. So yeah, we can definitely push. I'm just looking at Chelsea's running now. The last 4 games is City, Arsenal, Leicester, Villa. So that's not easy. They're surely not.
You've got to bear in mind as well, Gini, that they're going to have Champions League semi-finals and they've got an FA Cup semi-final. I think it's next weekend.
They've got Carabao.
We'll both have a Champions League semi-final against each other, so that won't make a difference.
That's Tottenham. Tottenham have the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah, they got
against
City. It's City that have a terrible running.
Yeah, City.
Like they've got so many games.
And
because Dortmund will knock them out.
If the thing is, if United can beat Tottenham tomorrow, win their game.
Please.
It would be interesting. It would definitely. Pep would definitely be sort of looking over his shoulder because Pep did this similar thing to Fergie, didn't he? Which is he won his game in Nantes. United sort of dropped down a bit, and then City just got it on last game of the season. I mean, could we have a repeat of that? That would be mad. And I feel like the United boys would be on this channel absolutely buzzing. It would definitely be an interesting
United
one.
Also have the Europa League to focus on, though, don't they?
Yes, they do have that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference there.
No. The next game will be Ajax or Roma. They can't rest against them. It could be
an easy game.
Yeah,
but don't overestimate Roma. They're not.
Yeah, you can't. You can say that, but then City also have the squad. United don't have the squad depth. They're still playing players like Bruno and stuff against Granada.
I agree, but it will definitely be an interesting one. And as a neutral, I want a title fight right till the end. I don't care who wins it. I just want some entertainment. The top 4 battle does look like it's going to be entertaining. But Tom, can you get top 4?
Yeah, 100% we can get it. Will we get it is a different question. My gut feeling is if we make it past Madrid, 50-50. If we don't and we get knocked out by them, 80-20 that we'll make it.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Before we do get your manner matches and wrap up, Kenny saying Roma 7th. Yeah, as I said, don't overestimate Ajax and Roma. They're in the Europa League for a reason. United are the strongest.
Don't underestimate them, though. You can't
underestimate them either. But I know a lot of people are like they think of the Ajax that played Spurs in a way, and it's not the same Ajax. By far, most of that team has been sort of disbanded now. You got Ziyech at Chelsea, Donny at United, De Jong at Barca, De Ligt at Juventus. So that team's, and they've got their keeper out for match drugs or something. But we are going to wrap it up. But Gini, who's your man of the match today?
Robertson, Shaw, Trent, Shaw. For me, it was Bobby Firmino. Comes in after being dropped in a Champions League quarterfinals against Real Madrid. Came in, made the Firmino of old. Didn't get the goal. Obviously, his finishing isn't there. But other than that, work rate, dropping in, breaking the lines, like we said at the start, I thought he was fantastic. So for me, I'm going to give it Firmino.
Yeah, that's a fair shout. What about you, Tom?
I think there's two candidates. I think one of them is Firmino, who I am going to give it to. Well, there's three. Trent's also got a shout. I thought Robertson had a very good game, but he's not part of my list because I don't want it to be like 7 long. The other one I'm going to give a shout to is James Milner. I thought he was very good today. And what he was able to do, I think the reason Robertson played so well was because he had that cover from Milner, which is why I want to see Milner on Trent's side against Madrid, because that just gives Trent license to go forward because he doesn't have to worry about leaving Vinicius open. We've got him on.
Yeah.
He was brilliant today, Milner.
Before we wrap it up now, can I just ask a quick question to Tom Little, please?
Go for it, bro.
Right, I love him. Alisson Becker, thoughts on the goal?
Disappointing.
Was it his mistake?
Yeah.
Was that not the same as Madrid?
No.
Oh, man. It's the same principle, though. He's gone down to get it with his hands when he shouldn't be. For me, he just sticks a leg out there.
3-0. Kurt Zouma with the goal for Chelsea. It's Palace 0, Chelsea 3.
Cheers, Roy, mate.
Carry on, Jimmy.
For me, he should be sticking his leg out. I think that's the same.
He should be, yeah. But I think the difference with Madrid is it should have been picked off beforehand, so the blame has to go elsewhere.
Oh, no, I get that.
With this one, I think the defenders have done all they can. It's just a great ball by McGinn.
Good turn for Watkins. Who's going to get snapped up next season, by the way? He's a brilliant.
And Kabak was so unlucky. He's not.
He did really well as well. Yeah.
I want to say something real quick. Klopp needs to fuck off with these Kabak substitutions.
Twice in a week.
Kabak?
Mate.
Oh, he did it against Arsenal as well, didn't he?
Yeah, taking him off.
Yeah,
3 times in a row now he's taken Kabak off.
Yeah.
And put Fabinho back into DM.
Oh, right.
What's the point? What's the point in sacrificing your best midfielder?
Yeah, no, Klopp's just acting very strange this season. Look, I know Klopp's had a lot to handle, a lot to deal with. Obviously, his mother's passing, having no centre backs, Liverpool just genuinely being shit, not being backed by the board. But Klopp's really, really not himself at the moment. And look, we could be seeing the end of this reign or whatever. We'll have to wait until next season and judge him again then. But I think I heard someone say, even if you bring Van Dijk, it doesn't change too much. It won't, apparently. And also, I'm not sure what sort of state Van Dijk will be back in, because if you think knee injuries are they're career-ending injuries. Having a problem with your knee, you just might not be the same person as you were. And look, a lot of that will be assessed over the summer or whenever he's back, and I'm sure we'll discuss that over here. But we have come to the end. Obviously, Chelsea smashing it right now. We'll be back here at 7:30 for match reaction between Palace and Chelsea, which I think the Chelsea boys might be coming on a little bit happy. So make sure you tune in for that one. Oh, fucking hell. I thought that was an own goal. Thought that was an own goal from Chelsea. But it wasn't. But before we do go, make sure you've liked the video. You subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Check out our Twitter at Let's Talk EPL and check out our Instagram at Let's Talk EPL_. Join our Discord server and check out our TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. But Gini, where can they find you?
Genie in a bottle on Twitter.
And what about you, Tom?
Whatever. I haven't got a smart.
The Football Terrace is where you can find him. Again today, Tom. That's another cap.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I saw it.
Goodbye, lover.
It's why Genie was on. We've lost 2 of them. Hopefully, we don't lose Genie. I think Genie's quite happy here.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'll have to sign Genie down to a new long-term contract. We're going to have to get some new transfers in. But We'll be back here as I say, after the Chelsea game. Also, the banter show tonight at 10 p.m. Statement
Tomorrow.
being
Tonight.
Tonight. Yeah, it's so much going on late. Yeah, so much going on late tomorrow night with obviously Arsenal playing Sheffield United. It's going to be tonight. A statement will be made addressing some issues. But it is a banter show, so we'll be having some banter as well. We've got RJ and maybe RJ, and we'll hopefully have Sauls as well. Hopefully a couple of others. I haven't really sorted that out yet. But a big thanks to everyone that's watching. Kenny saying, "Oi, no, you need to renew my contract." Oh, I thought I'd already had your contract sorted. But Kenny, unless you're going on the football terrace, I'm not worried. But a big thanks to everyone that's watching, and we'll see you later on. Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
Oh dear. Well, we are live. Tom, be careful what you say. We are live.
He's really fuck this one, Annie.
We're still live. How do we stop it?
I don't know.